What is going on, everybody? I am Todd Schuchart, a certified financial instructor, and I need to have an honest conversation with you today. So listen, if you have a mortgage, a car payment, student loans, credit cards, any of it or all of it, your money is working right now. It's just not working for you. It's working for the bank. And every single month you make a payment, you feel responsible. You feel like you're doing the right thing. But if you actually look at where that money goes, most of it isn't paying down what you owe. It's paying the bank for the privilege of borrowing the money. And nobody breaks that down for you because the people who could explain it are the same people profiting from you, not actually understanding how this works. So I don't profit from you, so let me break it down. Take your mortgage. You got a 30-year loan, right? You feel good about it because you locked in a rate and you're making your payments on time every single month. But in the first 10 years of that mortgage, roughly 70 to 80%, so that's 70 to 80 cents of every dollar you send goes straight to the interest, not towards the principal you borrowed. It's not building you equity. That's the bank's pocket. You are renting the money from them and they are front loaded the profit so they get paid first, and usually for decades. And it's not just your mortgage. Your car loan is structured the same way. Your student loans are structured the same way. Credit cards don't even pretend. That's the nice thing about them. They just charge you 22% and hope you pay the minimum forever. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people think the only way out of this is to grind, to pay extra, sacrifice everything, live on rice and beans for a decade, and maybe you'll be debt-free by the time you're 60. And look, I respect the discipline. I'm actually not knocking that. And if you're using the debt snowball, I actually love the debt snowball. I think it's one of the best ways to get out of debt. It absolutely will eliminate the debt, and it's a strategy that's out there that a lot of people have had success with. You line up your debts smallest to largest. You attack the smallest one first, and then you roll that minimum payment into the next debt, and you build momentum, hence the snowball. And it works. I'm not here to trash talk it, but here's what nobody talks about. What happens after the last payment clears? Most people finish their snowball, feel incredible for about 3 months, and then slowly slide right back into debt. New car, new furniture, life happens, and suddenly you're right back where you started, if not worse. That's not a discipline problem, gang. That's a systems problem. The snowball teaches you how to get out of debt. It doesn't teach you where to go after you're out of debt. And what if you could just supercharge the snowball while you're running it? What if every single payment you're already making, the same dollars you're already spending, could pull double duty, crushing your debt on the snowball schedule and building a stack of tax-free cash that you can access at any time without penalty at the same time. So when that last debt hits zero, you don't just have freedom, you have a foundation. Money already working, already growing, already yours. No starting over, no financial yo-yo, no wondering what's next. Because here's what the wealthy have figured out a long time ago. They don't play the same game. They don't send extra money to the bank and hope for the best. They use a completely different vehicle, one that lets their money do two things at the same time. It eliminates their debt faster, and it builds tax-free wealth simultaneously. The same dollar working in two places at once. That's the ultimate leverage. And I'm not talking about the stock market, and I'm not talking about crypto, and I'm not talking about some get-rich-quick nonsense. I'm talking about a strategy that has been around for over 160 years. It's the same strategies banks use for their own reserve cash. The same strategy Fortune 500 companies use for their executive compensation packages. The same strategies families like the Rockefellers have used to build generational wealth that's still here today. It's not a secret, it's just not advertised. Because the people who sell 401ks and the mutual funds don't make commissions on it. Your mortgage lender sure as hell doesn't want you to know about it. And your bank, they'd rather you just keep making that minimum payment every single month for the next 30 years. So what is it? What's this big secret 160-year-old strategy? It's a properly structured, dividend-paying, whole life insurance policy used as a financial tool, not just a death benefit. And before you roll your eyes and say life insurance, hear me out. Because what I'm talking about looks nothing like what your Uncle State Farm agent tried to sell you in 2006. When it's built correctly, and that's the key, it has to be engineered from the beginning correctly. It becomes a private banking system that you own and control. Your money grows every year and it's guaranteed. It's protected from market losses. Only thing in the world that does that. You access it tax-free, and here's the part that changes everything. You can use it to pay off your mortgage, your car, your student loans, all of it, in a fraction of the time, without changing your monthly budget, without refinancing the home, without adding a single dollar to what you're already spending. See, the money you're already paying out every month in debt payments gets redirected through this system. And instead of that money disappearing into the bank's pocket, it circulates back through yours. So you still pay your debts, you still run the snowball, but now every dollar is doing double duty, crushing your debts and building a tax-free asset at the same time. That's the turbocharged snowball. You get out faster and you have something waiting for you on the other side. So here's the thing. When the debts are gone, and it will be gone years earlier than your current schedule, you don't start from zero. You've also saved a ton of future interest payments, but you don't start at zero. You've got a pool of tax-free cash that's been growing the entire time, compounding. No market risk, no tax bomb, no wondering what's next, no sliding back into debt because you've got nothing to show for all that sacrifice that you just made for all those years. That's the difference between getting out of debt and building wealth. Most strategies do one or the other. This does both at the same time with the same money. So let me be clear about something. This is not for everybody. So if you're looking for overnight results, this isn't it. If you want to gamble on meme stocks and hope for the best, have at it. But if you're somebody who's tired of working hard and watching your money work harder for the bank than it does for you, if you're the person laying in bed at night doing math in your head and you're wondering when this is all going to feel easier, this is the conversation that you need to have. So I'm a certified financial education instructor. I'm also a licensed life insurance agent, not agents. I'm only one guy. That's not a YouTube title I gave myself. That means I'm trained and certified to teach people how money actually works, not how the industry wants you to think it works. And look, if you want a guy in a tie behind a mahogany desk telling you to max out your 401k and hope for the best, I'm not your guy and this is not your channel. But if you want somebody who's going to sit down and run numbers with you, real math, and show you what your actual money is doing, that's exactly what I do. That's what my whole team does. So I've helped families completely eliminate 6 figures of debt while simultaneously building tax-free wealth that they can access whenever they need it without penalty, without reason at any time. There's no gimmicks, there's no seminars, no buy my course, just math. And the math works every single time because it's contractually guaranteed, not projected, not estimated, guaranteed. And it's been guaranteed for centuries. So if you've never heard anybody explain it this way, that's by design. The financial industry makes money when you stay confused. They make money when you stay in debt. They make money when you stay in their system. I'm here to show you there's another system, one that works for you instead of against you. So if you want to see how this works with your actual numbers, your real debt, your real payments, your real timeline, drop a comment below that says my numbers, and I'll reach out personally. No pitch, no pressure. We'll run the numbers together. And if those make sense, which I'm sure they will because they always do, you can decide for yourself if this is for you and your family or not. Because at the end of the day, your money isn't going to work for somebody else. The only question is whether it's going to work for the bank or work for you. So gang, again, I appreciate your time today. I am Todd Schuchart. We do money better, and I will see you around the channel.